Remembering the Rochester Regional Health doctor killed in a small plane crash in the capital region. The National Transportation Safety Board just gave an update on the investigation into the crash. It killed RRH's Executive Medical Director of Neurosciences, Dr. Michael Groff, and members of his family. A drone team completed a full aerial view and mapping of the wreckage 10 miles away from the Columbia County Airport. Investigators have pulled equipment and memory cards from the wreckage. Investigators say they cannot speculate on the cause publicly, but did note weather in the area was deteriorating at the time of the crash.
We've made good progress today and yesterday, and it's still very early. Our objective is not just to find out what happened, but why it happened, so we can make recommendations so this does not happen again.
The NTSB says it will be interviewing every air traffic controller who was involved in communicating with the plane over the course of the next week. Dr. Michael Groff was the head of neuroscience at Rochester Regional Health. Today, News 10 NBC investigative reporter Jennifer Lukey spoke with his colleagues who are devastated by his loss.
Dr. Groff's friends and colleagues here at Rochester General Hospital say he was a powerhouse in neurosciences, but more importantly, he was a compassionate doctor to so many patients whose lives he helped to save.
He will be greatly missed here in our community, and certainly it's a great tragedy for his family.
Dr. Rob Mayo is the chief medical officer at Rochester Regional Health and worked closely with Dr. Groff.
We're all feeling a great sense of loss with his passing, and it'll take us some time to process all of that.
Dr. Groff had moved to Rochester in July to lead the neuroscience department. He would commute back home to the Boston area regularly to see his family.
Yes, I was aware of his passion for flying, and he did fly regularly between Rochester and Boston. Yes, that helped with his commute time, of course, and he talked a lot about that, actually.
Over the weekend, he was on board with his wife, two of his children, and their partners, heading to the Catskills for Passover when the plane went down. In a statement, the families of all on board said, quote, "We will remember them as the 6 brilliant, dynamic, and loving people that they were."
And he used his talents to serve this community. And though it was a short time, it had a very significant impact, and certainly his much longer career in the Boston area served hundreds, if not thousands, of patients there. And so people's lives have been bettered because of him.
Rochester Regional says it is providing whatever supports are necessary for Dr. Groff's team here at Rochester General Hospital. Memorial services and funeral services are still being planned for all of the folks who died on that plane. In Rochester, Jennifer Lukey, News 10 NBC.
The NTSB says it will have its preliminary report about this crash out within the next 30 days. The full report will take at least a year.